This Vinny Vid production brought to you by Yankee Dabbler. For all your model railroad needs, check out Yankee Dabbler. Don't forget, 7% discount with BNSF 6951. And by Highways and Byways, awesome street graphics for your roads and streets on your model railroad layout. If you guys are looking for sophisticated model railroad electronics, Logic Rail Technologies has what you need. For a 5% discount on certain items, use code BNSF6951. Alright guys, now it's time for the next step on your layout. Trees! I have been dealing with Bob for 7 years now, and he does excellent work on his trees. So if you need some trees on your layout, check out Long Shadow's Trees. Tell him the Cuzz sent you. Alright guys, it's Friday night. Are you guys hearing me and seeing me okay? I just had some problems today. I was trying to get everything hooked up because I've been moving stuff back and forth from one room to the other. But I will go ahead and say hello to Marty M&M Short Lines, Mr. Bruce Giroux, Connie, Dragon Lover 68, how's it going? Kevin Brown, Brian Page, Roy Eltham. Let's see who else we got. Sparky 107. Steve 87 PSAP, Schuylkill River. John, how's it going? Digger Evans, glad you can make it in here. Anthony Dodge, glad you can make it in. I'm here to watch a live stream. You'll like it, Sparky. You'll like it. Let's see who else we got. Ralph Greenwood, how's it going, buddy? Dwight Curley. I think we got everybody. Randall Ellison, how's it going? Glad you could all make it in here. Norman Rowe, glad you make it in here. Kyle Stevens, glad you can make it in tonight. Manny Fernandez, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in. Who else we got? I'm just scrolling down here. Derek Alexander, hello, and how are you, sir? I don't believe I've seen you in here before, but welcome, and I hope you enjoy the show tonight. Let's see, Joe Rader. Hello, Joe Rader. How's it going, buddy? John Tanzillo. Glad to make it in tonight. Nicholas Tegu. How's it going, buddy? Sit back. Big screen. Oh, there you go, right on the big screen. I probably really look really ugly on there. Let's see, who else we got? Brian Page, hello to Dwight Curley, Jonathan Zillow. All right. B-Boy. Who's B-Boy? Let's see. I think we got everybody. Just scrolling through all the names here in the chat. CP368, Tim, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in. Norman Rowe, glad you can make it in here. Very good, very good. Thanks for the feedback, Norman. I appreciate that. Dan's Model Railroad Journey, how's it going, buddy? Mason Dixon, I finally realized who you are because of the thing that I got. But thank you anyhow. I appreciate it, buddy. Rail Artist, Mike, how's it going, buddy? Let's see. I think I got everybody now. Yeah, Mark E. Saunders, how's it going? Glad you can make it in. I just want to make sure I say hello to everybody. Ray Central 127, how's it going? Indian Head Valley, Wilma, glad you can make it in, buddy. Double Diamond Railroad. I always like that name. That's a pretty cool name. Yeah, I think I got everybody. Ron Brights. Hey, Ron, I have not received that package yet, buddy. We're going to go through the same thing as last time. I'm not paying twice this time. Let's see. I think we're at the bottom. You look. Thank you. I love you too, brother. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to call the familia on you, buddy. Next time you come here, you'll see some people waiting for you. I think I got everybody. Wow, there's a lot of comments in here tonight. Wow, 48 people. David Z to G, glad you could make it in tonight. James, who's James? Did I miss someone? All right, well, I think I got everybody. Oh, wait a minute. Canesville and Western, glad you could make it in tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. James Galton, how's it going, buddy? Wow, a lot of comments in here tonight. Woo-wee. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the show tonight. I am down at the bottom finally. It was sent right place this time. I hope so. I didn't check my mail today, though. It might be in the mail today. I mean, it's been about 2 weeks, I think. Anyhow, I was going to be out in the train room tonight showing you guys a little bit more on the scenery stuff, but something more important came up, and I thought I would just do a video of it and show you guys here in the live stream rather than taking all my equipment out there and doing what I want to do out there. So with that being said, let's start off with a shout out. And my first shout out is a person that has been friends of mine for a long time, and a couple of you guys that are in here. Mr. Joe Sestito, how are you, buddy? You guys know him. Well, some of you guys know him, and some of you guys may be subscribed to his channel. Anyhow, the person I'm talking about is Eric at IMRRO. Let me stop this guy for a minute. He's got a great layout that is under construction. If you guys think my layout's big, his is even bigger. It spans in 2 rooms. He's got 2 yards, I think. 2 yards, maybe 3 yards. I know it's a work in progress. You guys are going to enjoy how he does his track work. Very interesting way that he does it. He also does build kits, and he let's see, he does kit builds and other stuff around his layout that you guys would be interested in. He's got 9,000 subscribers, but he is a great guy, and he's the one who helped me out. And I'll get to that in a little bit later in the show. I also want to thank all the people that have been helping me try to find the short that I've had in my layout. And those people are Dave BNSF N-Scale, Marty M&M Shortlines, and Hal, and all the comments that I've been getting on the videos, the live streams that I've been posting. I really appreciate it, guys. JT1, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in. Is Container Man here? I didn't see him. Sorry. Let's see. Oh, there he is. Hello. I'm still driving, but I'm driving home. All right, Roy. How's it going, brother? Be safe on the road there, buddy. Okay, so anyhow, I want to thank all those people for helping me actually coming here. Now, Hal, he was listening. He doesn't comment on my live streams, but he listens. He is a driver. Engineer Hall, how's it going, buddy? Fred Weil, how's it going? Roy Smith, how's it going? F&B Railroad, David, how's it going? Glad you all make it in here tonight. I wish they wouldn't do that. What was I talking about now? Hal is a truck driver, and he tells me that he doesn't comment on my live streams because he's driving. He listens to it. But when he saw my when he listened to my live stream last week, he decided he wanted to help me. So he contacted me, and he did come over to my house on that last Sunday and help me try to figure out what was going on. So I appreciate that, Hal. If you're listening, thank you very much for your help, and I appreciate it. Okay. For last week's Super Chats, got Kevin Brown, Trainiac, Roy Eltham, Container Man 2 times, Grandpa Rails, and Dwight Curley and M&M Short Lines. Guys, I do appreciate all of that. It's really, really cool. It helps me out with all the stuff that I've been doing, especially now that I just spent $1,000 for a new computer. So all the money that I get from you guys is going towards the new computer. And I might have the other one fixed. I'm not sure yet. I got to talk to Roy about that. He says his buddy will be willing to look at it and see what it's going to cost to fix. So we'll go like that. Dwayne's Fork and Spoon, how's it going, buddy? Glad you could make it in tonight. Ken, howdy, Ken. Where's Ken? Ken. Oh, Ken Amos. How's it doing, Ken Amos? Glad you could make it in tonight. Anyhow, So the super chats, thank you very much. I do really appreciate that. Canada HO Scale Trains, how's it going? Canada's HO Scale Trains channel, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in here tonight. I did say hello to you earlier today. All right. So the next thing we're going to do, I think, is we're going to do this. You guys haven't checked any of these channels over here coming up. These are weekly shows. You guys need to check these channels out. And if you have a live show that's going on and you'd like to get on this list, you need to contact the boys from Trackside Sunday Trackside, whatever it is. John, you could fill him in on that. John Schoolkill. So yeah, I just don't remember. Anyhow, we're going to have a little bit of a mail call. And I was really surprised to get this one. This is from Mason Dixon Lines. I better cover that. I don't want you guys to come and visit me. Anyhow, I was not expecting this, and I did open it already just to see what was in there because I just wanted to know. I was curious, basically. Apparently, this is Alan, by the way. His name is Alan, and he sent me a thank you card. And in the thank you card, it says, Vinny, thanks for all you do. Enjoy some N-scale 3D printed detail items from my Ender 3 Pro. Break off the da-da-da-da-da. So he told me that this hammer right here is to fix my computer, but it's actually a stress reliever. Okay, anyhow, what he sent me, and I'll tell you what's in here. There's actually a list in here of what is in here. Anyhow, it's two 40-foot concrete barrier strips. Let's see if I can find those real quick. Here they go. Now, these all have to be trimmed down and stuff like that. And these look really nice. You guys can see that. All right. And then there was one three-piece concrete barrier. I don't see it. I don't know what that one is. Oh, there it is right here. This little tiny thing right here. And let's see, one dumpster. Here's the dumpster. And what else? Trash rolling bins. I think that's what these guys are. No? Yeah, maybe. It's hard to see these guys, but trash bins. Very cool, Alan. I do appreciate this. And one more thing in here. One set of rooftop HVAC. And that all has to be taken apart off the sprue. Alan, thank you so much for this. I was not expecting it. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now, I'm going to give you a list of guys here in a few minutes that do 3D prints. On Sunday, so we're almost done with that. Okay, now, I mentioned, hello, Grandpa Rails. How's it going, buddy? John 2618, glad you can make it in. I think this is it for this, right? Let me see if that ends. I'm not quite sure. It's the first time I'm actually using John's thing here. All right. Regular shows. All right. There's some more shows that you guys need to be checking out. Now, I was talking about Eric Hall before, and he does 3D printing also. And this is the stuff that he's got going on. See, it doesn't look like anything these days because it's blue. But anyhow, these right here are concrete sewer pipes, and then K-rails. And then next to that is the ends of the K-rails. And down on the bottom here is these are pallets. And then window air conditioners. Yeah, N-scale window conditioners. I think... Okay, you still got regular shows going on. I think that's going to be it, though. Anyhow, if you guys want, the name of his company, the name of Eric's company is, well, his website is www.wildhairllc.com. You need to check Eric out. He's got some good stuff, a lot of detailed stuff. He does HO stuff also. And I think that is done. So let's go back. All right, we go. It's got some more stuff. Very good. I never watched this whole thing right here, so I don't know exactly what was in there. All right. Anyhow, there you go. All right, we can close that out now. Anyhow, it says there if you don't leave us a comment and they'll get back to you and they'll add you to their shows. So we'll go ahead back to this. Oops. There we go. How come I'm all the way over to the side now? There we go. That's better. All righty then. It's Cloverdale Rail. Marcel, how's it going? Who is Eric Hall? Never heard. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. He's just some guy that lives down in Tempe or where is it? Mesa? Tempe or Mesa? I don't remember. All right. Anyhow, let's see what else I got here on my book. I'm going to mention some of the guys that I know that do 3D prints, and you guys might want to talk to them, get in touch with them, or whatever if you need something, see if they can do it for you. Anyhow, the first one is going to be John Tanzillo. He's done a lot of 3D prints for me. Jimmy DIY and Digital. Brian Page, thank you so much, buddy. You love the background picture? Let's see. For me to do this over here now, I have to do this and I have to do this. All right. Anyhow, getting back to the people that do the 3D prints is Jimmy DIY and Digital, Eric Hall, Alan Feldman, and also Ron Brights. Ron Brights is down in Australia. He does do 3D prints. I think he does 3D prints. I'm pretty sure. Ron, if I'm wrong, please tell me because I'm almost positive that you do. Anyhow, the reason why I'm out here tonight and not in the training room is because I want to show you what happened over this past week with all the help that I've been getting. So with that being said, let's tune in. This is a 9-minute video, and we'll see how it goes from there. So anyhow, we'll be back shortly. I didn't want you guys to watch that again. So when he got here, he wanted to do it the opposite way. He wanted to check for power, so I went and hooked up all the wires again. And after we hooked up the wires, he was testing with, believe it or not, a test light that you would see in an automotive repair shop, and just testing each track, blah, 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 blah. We put a locomotive on there and it ran, no shorts. So we proceeded to hook up the next section and we got that up and running, everything's running. I do have to do a little bit more wiring to get my reverse loop working, because I know there's one wire that needs to get hooked up there. And also I need to power up my second and third levels. So with all that being said, I hope you really enjoyed this video because I am happy. Yes, sir. Talk to you guys later. Bye for now. All right, guys, what you're about to see now is a test run after I got the short. All right, guys, I don't know what's going on with the sound on that. I thought I had it all set up. I have sound on my end, but apparently you guys don't have sound. It was much better at the story when I... anyhow, I'm just going to continue the video. It's just me running the trains, going through all the turnouts and stuff, and just to show you that it's all up and running. So, and I will open up the chat after this if you guys have any questions you want to talk to me about, whatever, so on and so forth. So, with that being said, I think we're going to have to start this over again. So let's get back up here. Yeah, I think we're going to have to start. Let's get past here. All right, right there. Check it out. That's section 2. We just entered into section 3. I'm not going to go all the way down to the other end because you guys won't be able to see it, but it is all working. I might turn the camera around after this and try it out from there. All right, we're going to go back now. And we're going to cross over onto track 2. And guys, I'll tell you what, I am totally baffled on why we didn't find anything. All I did was take all the wires off the terminal block, put them back on. Eric came over last night. We tested everything. Everything was working just fine. And as you can see, the fruit of our efforts. Oops, wrong one. Let's go the other way. Oop, that wasn't supposed to happen. Uh-oh. Oh, I see. I had this one turned wrong. All right, hang on a minute. Get this back on the track here. That was, oops, my bad. Here we go. And from this track, we're going to go over onto the next track. We'll be going on track 3 right now. At least I thought we would. That was strange. I think some of these turnouts still need to be adjusted. I don't know why that didn't go in there. Let's try that again. There you go. Well, no. All right. And now we'll go back on the 3rd track, and there's 2 off of there we're going to negotiate. Make that guy straight, make this guy straight, make this guy straight. And that's one of them. That's one of the yard leads. We'll come back now and we'll go on the 2nd yard lead. Now, none of this track has been cleaned yet, but it seems to be running okay. So this is the transition between section 1 and section 2 and section 3. Now I'll show you the rest of it down on this end. So hang on a minute. Let me get unplugged here and move my throttle down. I'm going to turn the camera off for a second, guys. Be right back. All right, guys. We're going to continue on with this. I'm going to move the locomotive across a couple of these turnouts right here. First of all, we'll go straight ahead and see how that's going to work out. Now, I know I need to power up this one track back here, but for all intents and purposes, we'll see how it works out. So, that being said, here we go. Now this would be the route he would be going up the helix. No, he didn't want to go up the helix. Some of these turnouts need to be readjusted. Hold on now. Stay still. There you go. Yeah, see? There you go. I didn't have it set right. Okay, here we go. Well, I need to learn my own way out. So now he would be going up the helix right here, which is not powered up at the moment. And so you see that one there works. Let's get it going backwards now. All right. We'll stop him on the turnout. And we'll go ahead and cross him over to the in track. And we'll be going on track 2 here. And this is still part of section 3. Okay, and we'll come back now. And we'll go on track 3.
Yes, it is N scale.
And first we'll go into the reverse loop. And you can see that that's clicking away, so it's working just fine. And we'll go ahead and do this.
Ground throws. Caboose Hobbies ground throws.
Caboose Industries. And I am telling you, we are looking really good right now. And we're going to keep him that way. We're going to put him that way. Put him that way. And come on back. Okay, well, I need to power up the rest of the way out. But just to show you guys, just a different set of eyes. We really did not find anything. All we did was reattach wires that I had unhooked during the daytime, thinking that he was going to have to do an ohmic value test. Anyhow, let's see how this is all going to look. So talk to you guys later. Bye for now.
All right, guys. I am so sorry about the sound. I don't know why it's not working. I know that it's working on my end. I don't know why it's not going out to you guys. Anyhow, that was just a demonstration of all the turnouts in the section that I was having a short with. To be totally honest with you guys, everyone that has come here has not found the problem. And the wires that I have disconnected and connected have been disconnected and connected several times. Just last night, I don't know how, but we just got lucky and it started to work. And it's worked last night. It worked today. I tried it out again today. In fact, the video I did that you just watched was done today. Let's see. So we'll fix the problem. Just Eric. I think that's what it is. I think the layout just got scared of Eric. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and throw up this chat. If any of you guys want to come in and chat with me about it, and we'll see what's going on. So here we go. I think. Are we not going to go? Hold on. There we go. Hi, Robert Flying Crow. How's it going, buddy? Yeah. Could the track section fix it? No. To be honest, I really don't know when the mechanic drives a car. It doesn't. You are right. Thank you, Kevin Brown. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. So I guess nobody wants to join me. Oh, I'm sad. Robert, my setup S7 CP rails came in the hobby today. All right, very cool, very cool. Get in the chat and tell us what happened. I'll paste it up there again. I don't know if Eric is actually set up yet. I think he's out. He watches this on his TV out in his kitchen or his dining area. Can't wait to see you run. Hey, BR Tree 74. How's it going, buddy? James, you are 100% correct. Now, will it still work tomorrow? I don't know. Anyhow, I am so happy to see my face. I'm just ecstatic with joy that my layout is finally running. Now I just need to hook up the second and third levels and all that stuff. The mouse. There you go. That's funny, Steve. TV text. TV next to pinball machines. Yep, that's right. Dunk Sergeant, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in there. Yeah, I tell you, man, I was so I was at the point where I was ready to give up. To be honest with you guys, I mean, I was getting so frustrated. And what Sparky said about burnout, well, the frustration was leading me into a burnout situation. And I didn't want to go there. That's why I was reaching out to as many people as I could that could come to my house and physically see what was going on with my layout. And unfortunately, I mean, Dave saw the short, Hal saw the short, Marty saw the short. They all saw it, and all of a sudden, boom, it's gone. Hot Rod Rodney, glad to see you in here, buddy. Nice, nice, nice. Is your racing season over, buddy? Somehow my mic and camera are disabled, so I can't. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Randall. Anyhow, you got any of you guys? I'll just put it up there again. Let's see. That was. You're talking about the 2,200 miles to my house, there, Sparky? All right. Well, I'm seeing a lot of comments here, but I guess nobody wants to join me. 70 and 31. Thank you, John. I appreciate the feedback. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyhow, so now I'm gonna do again. We'll get back on the scenery part next week. My video tomorrow is probably going to be the one that you just saw, and I might add a little bit more to it about some of the scenery that I've been doing whenever I got a chance to do some scenery this past week. So that will be the video for tomorrow. So it'll be the video you just saw plus a little bit more. I'm going to try and make it a 15-minute video. So I need to add. Vinny can visit Sparky. Vinny can visit. No thumbs down now. Oh man, oh man, no thumbs down. That sucks. Oh, look at that. We got somebody here. Device is not connected. Connect yourself up there, Mr. Sparky. Let's see. Wife and kids are being noisy, and I don't have proper dress. Well, yeah, you got pants on, right? Oh, I got my one. All right. Yay. Trainiac. Hey, Trainiac, what were you trying to talk about? Fix the like issue? Trainiac, what were you talking about? No camera in the house, guys. Oops, sorry. Two now. Oh, man. I only wanted one, but I got to get two. All right, whatever. No camera in the house, guys. Sorry. Oh, poor boy. So, Trainiac Ben, I'd just like to know what you were talking about, the warranty on my locomotives. What in the heck were you talking about? What was I talking about? I don't know. You said something about train locomotive guarantees or something like that. James Young, who? How's it going, James? Not yet. 3 or 4 races left. Oh, all right. How's your car doing, Rodney? Is it doing okay? I only see one. Oh, yeah, there's one. Yeah, somebody took it away. I know what's going on. I know who did that. Yeah. My brother Sparky hit that thumbs down. Somebody must have. Yeah, I'm thinking that somebody's just messing with me. Oh, it's a joke about scam call. Oh, okay. All right. I've been giving the scam callers a hard time. In fact, today when I got out of the shower, I had gotten one just as I got out of the shower and I was blowing my hair. So I answered the phone and I put my hairdryer right up against the phone on full blast. And other times I'll go, "Hi, sweetie. I'm looking for a date. Can you help me out?" They hang up immediately. Yeah, I've been messing with them. I've been having lots of fun. They are messing with us. Yeah, somebody's messing with me. Not you, Sparky? Okay. I'll take the accusation back. Phone calls. Let's see. I understand now, Sparky. Got it. I was just not thinking because my layout was on my mind. There are robots throughout. No, not a person. Well, I'll tell you, most of these people, they either don't live in this country or they are not American people. I think they're like Middle Eastern or something like that. Um, State of Florida will call you. I got one yesterday or the day before yesterday. Uh, I need to call the federal government because my username is being my bank account or something or other. And I said, oh, yeah, okay, click. Hung up on that guy. Hello, County Morgue. Okay. Tell him I could call him. I tell him that saying I killed. That's good. I mess with them all the time. I get like 2 or 3 spam calls a day, and my phone tells me it's most likely spam, but I answer it anyhow just to give them a hard time. Let's see. Started ballasting my engine service terminal using. I don't see. I have not seen a video from you, Canesville and Western. Have you been posting any? Are you getting calls from India about warranty on your thing? No, those stopped a while ago, Roy. I took care of those people. I told them I get the familia on their butts. Anyhow, so I see Sparky's down here, but I don't know. I don't see no picture. Is he gonna come up here? Should I see if he wants to come up here? See, he's empty. Closet Branch. Stats, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in. You gave people a hard time. Mr. Mello himself. Yeah, I gave people a hard time. I'm just having fun with it, you know. Anytime they call, whatever I could think of, I just say. There was one time when somebody called and I was listening to music. And so when they called, I cranked the volume up on my stereo and turned the phone on, and man, that must have scared the hell out of them. I have a good stereo system, by the way. Closet Branch insurance, my favorite is IRS. Actually, yeah. That was basically something similar to that was the call that I got yesterday. Bob's Auto Repair and Blue Chip Diner. Oil. That's cool. He's in the penthouse, huh? Okay. Let's see. Well, it said Sparky 107, but it ain't there no more. I know you're playing with an old man's mind, right? Derek, when you answer. Yeah, you just make any kind of a comment. I'll ask them like, okay, who's calling and why are you calling? And then they'll say, well, there's so and so and so and so. Well, you know what? I don't like your accent, so I'm not going to buy anything from you. Goodbye. And I hang up. I just give them such a hard time. Jay O'Donnell, every time I get an extended warranty calls and ask. Yeah, that's a good one. Very good. Bob's Funeral Home. Yeah, there was one. Which Joe's Bakery, which crumb you want? City Morgue, you kill him, we chill him. There's a whole bunch of them. Windshield guy. Replace my windshield one. My life's tracks. How's it going, buddy? I got a spam call from the FBI looking for. Yeah, there was one I watched on YouTube one time where a spammer called a police officer, didn't know it was a police officer, and so this police officer was giving him a very hard time. Then another one where the guy was a lawyer. And he's giving this guy he's asking the guy for all kinds of information, and the spammer would not give him information. Oh wait, so the lawyer said, "Well, I want to talk to your boss," and so someone else would get on the phone, and he had this going for like 15 minutes, and just giving this guy a hard time. That's a good one too. I'll have to use that one. Very cool, very cool. I can't understand them asking for someone's. I ask him, I'm not a prejudiced person, but just to give these people a hard time. Hey, you're not American. Why should I buy something from you? You know,
I just speak to them in Japanese. There you go. That's cool. I got to call once I have it. There you go. That's another good one, Randall. I ask for someone. The English is their first language. Yeah, I always ask. I do that too. I want to speak to someone that speaks the language, the English language, and again, they just hang up. Thank you, Ralph. I appreciate that. Anyhow, I'm surprised that none of you guys want to join me in here tonight. Give me a hard time. I'll put it up here one more time, and let's see if we can get some poor soul to come up here and give me a hard time. I saw Eric Hall. I mean, not Eric Hall. Richard Hall in here earlier. Pretend you don't speak English when they call. There you go. Yeah. Some good suggestions there, guys. I appreciate this. I was thinking of doing that when somebody calls up and asking for my personal information. I was thinking of making up some sort of social security number and stuff like that. Yeah, it looks like we have one person down there that wants to come and join me. So let's see if we can get Mr. James Galton up here.
Hello. There he is. There he is.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well.
Good. Glad to hear it.
I thought the rest of the crowd would join you instead of me.
Well, I thought Sparky would come in and give me a hard time, but apparently he's in his house.
Oh, the poor fella.
Oh, wait a minute. We have someone else here.
There you go. You're not lonely no more, Benny.
He's in his house.
Oh, the poor fella.
Oh, wait a minute. We have someone else here.
There you go. You're not lonely no more, Benny.
He's in his house.
There you go. The poor fella.
Uh-oh. Someone else. Somebody's got their YouTube. Lower the volume on YouTube, everybody. He's in his house.
There you go. My YouTube's gone now.
Uh-oh. Someone else. Somebody's got their YouTube. Lower the volume on YouTube, everybody. He's in his house.
There you go. My YouTube's gone now.
Uh-oh. Someone else. Somebody's got the. Lower the volume on YouTube, everybody. He's in his house.
There you go. My YouTube's gone now.
Uh-oh. Someone else. Somebody's got the. Lower the volume on YouTube, everybody. He's in his house. All right. James, speak.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just want to make sure you're working. It's Kevin.
Oh, we're here. I'm here. I'm still alive.
It's Kevin. It's Kevin's YouTube that's doing it. I just muted him.
Yeah, normally when I go to StreamYard, my YouTube cancels out. I'm on my tablet, so.
Oh, okay. So Kevin, you need to turn your YouTube channel down and just keep the video up. Okay. So Kevin, you need to. Well, I just muted Kevin and the echo went away, or the loop went away.
Right. I usually have my laptop set up for the chat, but I didn't set it up tonight.
That's because you didn't know you were going to be here.
That's right.
That's
correct.
Anyhow, you got any questions for me, Mr. James?
Well, I like that train in the background. I want one of those.
Oh, you do? Well, that number on that locomotive there is a number that came off an SD40 from way back in the day.
Right.
If you look at some of my videos, you'll see that I have an SD40 that has 6951 on it. So now I am looking for a ES44 AC C4 and put that number on it again. But
I don't have those. I collect TH&B most of the time, and some New York Central and CP. And that's enough to keep me busy. But I do have a Great Northern pair of locals, but I need boxcars.
Seems that we have another sucker coming up here today. Let me bring him up.
Sucker?
Hello, Mr. William.
Oh, another.
Hey, Vinny.
Are you calling us suckers now?
So you mentioned something about doing your radius with watching my stuff.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I had it going. I got my headset on, but I had it going on the other one, so I was getting both of them, and I was like, "Wait a minute, which one was which again?" Okay, there we go.
So we have someone else down in the basement right now, Canesville and Western. We're gonna bring him up also. There you go. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Vinny, how you doing?
I'm doing
Hey.
okay, bud. Glad you can make it in.
I probably missed the last 5 minutes because I was trying to figure out how to get onto this live camera thing, but I got it all set up now.
All right, cool.
So Vinny's not lonely now.
No, not. So what do you guys think about the video that you saw and all the gremlins are gone?
Well, that's a good thing. I don't have gremlins. I don't have any track, so I'm good.
Well, that's not good.
Soon though.
Yeah, Vinny, like you said with Gremlins, I ended up changing my radiuses on the new layout and have one Gremlin in the entire thing that I've laid right now, and I'm so happy that it's on a track that I won't be running the 484 on.
There you go. Let me see. I got someone else down in the basement that wants to come visit with us. Uh-oh.
Right.
Where'd he go? He went away.
Well, I did have a gremlin today, though, Vinny.
Who's that?
I was testing out the new Walters switch machines, and it wouldn't work.
Oh, really?
They call it the control board was defective.
Oh, wow.
So,
That sucks.
Yeah, so it didn't test too well.
Hold on.
It was a fail.
There we go, Mr. James Young.
There you go.
How's it going, buddy? Is he not hearing me?
He's speaking, but I can't hear him.
How's it going, buddy? Can you turn your mic up, Jimmy? No good. Can you turn your mic up, Jimmy?
I can't hear him.
No, I can't hear him either.
How about now?
There you go.
There he is.
That's better.
I was having problems with mine too. I kept getting a loop.
So did you turn your volume down on YouTube?
Yeah, gotta get to my YouTube channel.
You need to turn the volume down on your YouTube.
How about now? Is that better?
Yeah, I don't hear no loop right now.
Oh, okay, that's great then.
So, Gainesville, what is your name?
My name is Greg.
Brad?
Greg.
Oh, Greg. Okay.
Great.
Greg. All right, Kevin.
Can you still hear us?
Yes,
Yeah.
You can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh, good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Kevin is New Zealand, right, Kevin?
That's correct.
Well, Kevin's in the studio. He's from New Zealand, so it's middle of the night for him down there.
Middle of the day, Vinny.
Oh, it's 17 hours. Okay. Got
I
it.
was going to say I see daylight in his window.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. It's like
It's
right now
pre-recorded.
I've been watching the Olympics, and they've been giving all the stuff at U.S. times and like 6:30 Eastern time in the morning. But meanwhile, it's afternoon or evening in Japan. So it's like very confusing. I have to get up in the middle of the night to watch some of the stuff that I want to watch. So, anyhow, so William, you started talking about your radius. What was the problem with that? Can't hear you.
Gremlin.
How about now, William?
All right, did it come on that time? Okay.
No, I got it.
This headset's so old it's wore out, and the mic will cut in and out. Now, what happened originally with the radiuses on the 484 from Kato was it says 11 and 3 or 12 and 3/4, but the front wheels were always jumping off. and that was a problem I had on the old layout. So I went to tried a 15, tried 16, and I finally was like, okay, I'm going to go with 18 because that's about all I can do in the shed with the layout, because that's a 4-foot radius to get a complete turnaround. And I'm like, that's as big as I could go with a table. So I'm like, I've actually tested it. It works on the track that I want to run it on. So I'm happy about that. And some of the radiuses back there actually will work where I can run it back through to bring it into the yard and everything, because I've got the turnout for it further down on the layout.
Is that the only locomotive you have a problem with?
Yeah, that's the only one of my steam locomotives that I have a problem with. The other, let's see, what was the other two? One's a 210-2 from Bachman, and the Broadway Limited Makota that came out last year. I actually managed to get a hold of one of those.
I had one bad experience with a steam locomotive, and I will not buy another.
I run my house in the big boy around mine. I have no issues.
Vinny, the thing was, it was your 484, the 844 that got me the idea to buy the Kato 484 to begin with. I saw yours on your layout, and I was like, I love that steam locomotive, and it was actually the first locomotive I ever bought. And on the original layout, there was one radius that I had a problem with, and it was because the way my rail joiners were on a radius. And I pulled it out after talking to you when you commented, watch your radiuses in the corner so they don't buckle, offset them.
Right.
So I was like, oh, duh. But then again, that's what I get for coming back to the hobby after 22 years.
Well, I never knew about that little offset thing either. I watched another guy who's from Australia. It's Fish Plate Films. And when I was building my helix, he was showing how he was doing his helix. And I said, wow, that's pretty cool. What we're talking about, guys, if you don't know, is when you do a curved radius with flex track, you keep the track straight, you cut back the ties on both track, and then you snip the rail on opposite sides. Make one short, one long, and then when you put them together, they'll be staggered. So once you start them and you start to curve the rail, it curves very nicely and does not put a kink in it. My entire helix is done like that. I have never ever, and I got to knock on wood, had a problem in my helix. So Kevin,
oh, there it is.
Sorry, what was that, Vinny?
What are you up to?
Oh, not a great deal. Got the first level done and the second level. Just finishing off the track work before I do the third level. And so far I've been able to...
Levels. All right. Man after my own heart.
It'll end up being 4.
Oh, wow.
But without a helix.
Oh, nice.
Without a helix.
Without a helix, yeah. I've been so far...
4 levels.
Sorry?
You said 4 levels?
It will be 4 levels, yeah.
Oh my Lord.
So are you doing long run-ups to each level and back down?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a
That's how
super helix.
my second room is a 2% grade that goes around all 3 walls. And it gets me
So super helix.
Yeah.
Well,
Super big helix.
each level's a dog bone.
Oh my.
So and I've separated them into a district. So when it comes up from level 1, before it goes to the next area, I've isolated the tracks completely, and that becomes district 2. And then I'll do that until I get up to the next height that I need, isolate that, and so on. Like you, Vinny, with your short, I don't want to have that again. So at least yours is a lot easier to sort out.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be easy the way I was doing this, to find the problem I had, because what I did was I gave each pair of wires its own connection, and I thought it would be a lot easier to find a short like that, but nope, it didn't work.
Yeah. Well, my short was those UP5s that you plug your controllers into. And Digitrax could not tell me what caused it, only to tell me that it blows 2 diodes, and that will create a massive short in the whole system. So I don't have any feeds from the track to those plates.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, for you DCC guys, us DC guys still have the same kind of problems. I was talking to Vinny earlier in the week here about mine, and it's a ghost. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
I had that on my original layout because I started with DC and then went DCC and had shorts all over, and I was like, what is going on?
Well, mine's not a short. What happens is I have 2 separate main lines, and I have like 5 or 6 different crossovers, and both rails are cut on the crossovers. So I don't have any one feeding the other because I got 2 power packs, one for each main line. But yet it hits a certain end of the layout and the one will take off and the other one will stop, and it's running off of both power packs. and the real kicker is one's supposed to be going opposite way of the other, but it still draws power and takes off. Just it's a ghost. I don't know.
That sounds like a question for Steve Arnold, Vinny, because isn't Steve Arnold still DC? That sounds like something he should ask Steve Arnold about, or send a shout out to him.
Great
About DC?
Yeah, because isn't Steve Arnold still DC on his layout?
I think he is, but I'm not DC. I'm DCC.
No, not you. I was saying that's something Jim might want to ask
Jim, yeah.
Steve Arnold. Yeah.
I've been DC all my life, and I have yet to figure out what's going on with it. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. All those little, those wee little double throw toggles, you buy them from China, and you solder, wires. So, yeah, they're all going to go bye-byes. I'm going to replace them with new because they're $20 for 30 of them.
You are 100% right, because some of the toggle switches I got was one of those deals from China where you get like 20 of them for $5 or whatever.
Yeah,
they're bad. They short out. They go bad.
Even the Chinese wire is no good.
Yeah, I believe it.
Just like their steel.
Yeah. I live in Pennsylvania, and we have a steel factory right here in my hometown. It's called Standard Steel. Microtrains even made cars about our Standard Steel.
Oh, wow.
And I had 2 brothers just retire out of there because the Japanese took it over, and they buy China steel, and it's junk. And that's what's rolling on our wheels on the tracks today, boys.
Well,
that's what we make.
I live in a steel town. We service the steel.
See there? There you go.
Still cool.
Hey, James, I got something for you then if you want it.
What's that?
Oh, you're an N scale, right? You're an N scaler?
No, I'm HO. Sorry.
Well, then it wouldn't be for you then. But I have a Walther's blast furnace I'm going to sell.
I have blast furnace right there.
Yep. But the N scale ones are so hard to find.
Yeah, they're hard to find.
There's
And
a lot of
expensive
guys.
too.
There's a lot of guys are looking for it in the steel. There's a steel mill modelers group on Facebook.
Yep.
Posted there. There's a lot of guys looking for it.
I mean, I got it at a pretty decent price, but I know what they're going for now, which is crazy money. I mean, crazy for a model.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's really crazy. It's like, why do you make? And there was another thing that they did in N-scale. They did the ethanol plant in HO, but they never did it in N-scale.
No, they
What
did.
was that, Vinny?
The
Ethanol plants.
The ethanol plant that HO did, they never did one in N-scale.
They also did like an oil loading platform for your tanker cars, and nobody did one in N scale.
Yeah,
Nobody
exactly.
did one in N scale, and the only one that did was a photo etched brass, and the guy's company was called Train Cat. And he's out of business now, but I tell you what, he had real good prices on. They looked awesome, but you can't find them nowhere. Roy Smith took an HO one and modified it and put it on his layout.
Yeah.
Which looks great.
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed is a lot of stuff that I wanted to do on this layout. I'm either going to have to scratch build or do photo of. One is on my layout. There's a spot where Sunday I've got the Cotto North American train station coming in, and it's the exact replica of what I used to use in Elmhurst, Illinois, to take the metro into downtown Chicago.
Uh-huh.
And I'm actually doing that rail station on the layout, and I'm probably going to have to do photo backdrop on the wall with of downtown Elmhurst,
There you go.
because it's basically railroad tracks, First Street, and then the buildings.
Uh-huh.
There's like a 2-lane road between the railroad tracks and the buildings, and it's like I've got a perfect spot on the layout for it where I can do it, and I'm just I'm hoping to get it.
Are you doing a prototype?
Not really. It's basically going to be a 4-foot section that's prototype. Everything else it's like the original layout, Vinny, where I'm going to be using the 4x8 layout for tabletop gaming also.
Okay,
So most of the stuff that's going to be on there is going to be my Games Workshop stuff.
got it.
But it really looks great with the N scale stuff, because the buildings are like 5 inches tall, so it really gives this really big perspective of stuff. And I'm also going to have just a plug on it. There's going to be some
There you go.
little teasers of Easter eggs to everybody over the past 4 years who've helped me out with
Oh, how cool.
with the layout, with
See,
my
now,
layouts and
Eric,
all the problems I had before.
Eric was saying use the Walters HO tanker semi truck unloading platform. It's the same size as N scale tank platform. And Eric he does that a lot. He compares HO stuff with N scale stuff, and a lot of the HO stuff is not HO. It's closer to N scale than it is HO.
So
Yeah.
And I
it's the
proved that
Walters
last
tank
year.
truck loading.
I did a train station for someone, and it was supposed to be an HO train station, but I put one of my passenger cars next to it, and my passenger car looked way better than putting an HO passenger car next to it. So it's Eric was saying that the tanks that Walters makes for HO, they're more suited for N scale.
Wow.
So you guys need to look at some of that stuff and just look at the size of it and say, okay, if it's 6 inches, then it's going to be 70 feet in N scale, whatever.
It's hard. It's hard to, as expensive as the buildings are. I mean, it is true what you say. You're not wrong about N scale and HO, but to go and just buy an HO scale kit, hope that happens when you're spending $40 a kit. Now all of a sudden you got an open kit and you can't sell it and get your money back.
Yeah, exactly.
So now
that too. That's why I say if you look at the measurements that they give you of the kit, can you use it for N scale? Maybe, maybe not. That's something you have to decide on.
Well, the steel mill kits are big.
Yeah, they're huge.
I like what Eric was saying. He was saying most HO stuff is really N scale, other than doors and windows.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
Because I mean, it really, it's really just a size difference in the windows. I mean,
that's the only thing that makes the difference between the HO and the N scale is the size of the windows and doors.
Well, the steel mill I got here is 36 inches long. The actual model.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was something else I was thinking about doing. My father worked for Bruton Smith, who owns the Charlotte Motor Speedway here in Charlotte, North Carolina, where I live, I thought about doing an N scale version of Charlotte Motor Speedway
That would be
on
cool.
the layout, and I started looking at the size, and I was like, it would take up an entire 4x8 sheet of plywood
Yep.
Really?
just to do. It's a
Wow.
mile and a half. It's a mile and a half track.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So I was like, I actually found the blueprints for the property. It was going to do the property, and I looked at it, and I was like, I didn't realize it was that long. It's like almost 2 miles from one end to the other, and I was like, 2 miles N scale. Nah. I was like, no wonder you. I was like, no wonder, like Vinny, like the pea vine. I was like, no wonder you condensed half of it.
Yeah.
Really.
It's like,
that was
Just think about this. In my Helix, I have 25 pieces of 3-foot sections of flex track. Okay, that gives me just over 2 miles, 2 scale miles of run, just in the Helix.
Well, that's like a lot of guys here in Pennsylvania. They want a model horseshoe curve. In order to do that, it would take up the whole end of your basement.
Yeah, it would if you do it to
I
scale.
mean, you have to condense it down so small that, it still looks real, but at the same time, you got to be able to run, each and trains around there. And I would say, at the very minimum, a 20-inch radius around a curve like that.
Yeah.
Especially if you're
My
running
basement.
yard trains.
yeah.
well, that
Well,
was
see,
the
that's like
same when I built.
even the yard. Even the yard I wanted to do was the Geneva Subdivision Union Pacific Yard, just outside of Elmhurst, and I actually found pictures of it, and I was like, "There's no way to put that on a 2-foot wide shelf layout." I was like, "I'd need almost 4 feet for the amount of tracks they have." I didn't realize how busy that yard was.
Yeah, ask Roy Smith. That's what he models.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the depot that I have, the depot that's here in town, in Phoenix, I had Johnson Zillow do a 3D print for me, and we did it at 1/3 the size. Okay, and it's 18 inches long at 1/3 the size. So you can
When I
imagine,
built-
it would have taken up like 7 or 8 feet of my layout just to do the station in full scale.
When I first built Lammy Station, I had to compress that down, otherwise I wouldn't be able to fit it on the 3-meter section of the layout I had. So I'm having to do that quite a bit in the area that I've got.
Well,
Yeah.
model railroading is all about condensing and making it look as realistic as possible.
And that's the whole thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the fun of it, I
Really
guess.
just do your best to make it
Yeah.
look. Now,
You
I
have to
have
compromise.
varied from prototype on my layout. I'm doing stuff on there now that's not really prototype, but I've strayed a little bit earlier on in the build, so I decided, okay, you know what? It represents the P vine, but I threw in my own stuff. Like this third level that I'm doing right now, I didn't have to do all of that squiggly, scraggly stuff. I could just ran it straight up and be done with
What's
it.
what's the gentleman's name from Kansasville and Western?
Say what?
The gentleman from is it Gainesville and Western there? What's his name?
Yeah.
What do you model prototypical or are you freelancing it?
Who me?
So
No,
I'm
no.
more of a freelancer, I suppose. It's I'm modeling the Union Pacific DNSF, but it's based out of I live in Council Bluffs, so that's why I call it Canesville, because that was the original name of Council Bluffs. So it represents Western Iowa, but not prototype locations. So it's, I wanted specific elements in my railroad, so I just kind of made it fit. There's a grain elevator, a mill. There's going to be a coal plant, things like that. So it'll represent Western Iowa, but it's basically freelanced.
Yeah,
That's
the way I
that's
see
the fun of it.
if you can just catch the essence of what you want to build, that's all you really need. Something that when somebody walks into your layout and says, "Oh, I know that place." That's what you need to have. Somebody just to say, "I know that place." I had some of the contractors coming in here. Now they travel all over Phoenix, right? And I bring them into my training room, number one. And the first thing they say is, I know that place, Smith Pipe and Steel. You know,
James, do you model prototypical steel operations or?
I don't have the space to, like, the Stelco Lands is huge. It's very big. I tried it. I have a 19-foot space for the steel mill,
Wow.
and I need every inch of it.
Wow, that'd be awesome. I love the steel mills. I mean, like I said, I live here by one, and you see it all the time. I mean, it's like people out in the Midwest, they see the grain elevators and the big grain trains and things of that nature. Back here, it's all about the steel mills. Mon Valley, Allentown, you know,
Yeah.
just a confusing mess of traction, a little space.
So all I can do, like, I made my layout into a switching layout so I can do operation with the mill. And I had to make a compromise to make everything fit because they're so big.
that's the whole thing of the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Unless you got a 5,000 square foot warehouse that have nothing in there except for your trains, that's the only way you can actually.
Someday I'm going to have that when I win that big multi-million-dollar lottery.
Mine's
Everybody
when
on the channel to my place, and we're having a party for a week.
Yeah. That's
You
like
guys
that's
are
like me
lucky.
when my kids move out. That's one of the things I plan on doing. I'm taking back my basement. That is my son's room. Is off of there, and I'm putting my train layout back in the house.
Yeah, I did that
you
when
guys-
my son graduated college. My oldest son, he was out one day, and literally the next day I was dragging wood up into his room.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did.
you guys are lucky in the States. You can see the area they go, but here in New Zealand, I can only do it by Google Earth or photos. But I just sent you a message, Vinny. I've got to go. Good seeing you all. Take care,
Good seeing you.
and
Thank you.
we'll catch you all later.
All right,
Thanks,
See you.
Kevin. Bye.
All right.
All right, guys. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and kill this stream because it is after 6 o'clock, and I need to.
Oh, it's early.
Well, yeah, but I need to eat, buddy.
Cinderella, come on. Well, hey, it was nice talking to you all. I'm going to sign off too since Vinny's going to out. So thank you all.
Yeah. Bye.
Nice talking to y'all.
Take care.
Hey, Vinny, one other thing I was going to say, after seeing that BNSF behind you, I've been looking for one because that's one thing that'll be the only diesel locomotive on my layout is a BNSF 6951 in your honor because of all the help you gave me when I came back into the hobby. And I have looked and looked and looked, and it's like I can't find one, and everyone's like, well, just get a BNSF, scrape off the numbers, and put new numbers on it. And I was like,
well, the thing is, you'd have to get an ES44 AC. That would be the closest thing to it. It's built on the same chassis as that, but they have a lot of some electrical differences and they have a third. I'm not exactly sure of how this works, but when it needs one of the wheels on each truck, the center wheels actually lift off the track.
oh, cool.
And so they run it like a 4-axle locomotive. Thank you, Mr. John. I appreciate that, bud.
I wasn't sure if it was going to. I wasn't sure if it was going to be that exact one.
No, it won't be because there's no manufacturer that's making that model, that particular model.
Yeah, no, I was just going to grab any BNSF locomotive and just put 6951 on it.
Yeah, and I was thinking of doing the same thing too, but I got a critic here, Ryan, Vermont the Rail fan. Says you can't just put the number on there. You got to make modifications. You got to do this. You got to do this. Ryan, it's N scale first of all. Who is going to see all those modifications?
Exactly. I mean, just to give you an idea of size for N scale. I mean, get the glare out of there. Yeah. I mean, that's only probably 7 inches long, and it's a 210-2.
Yeah.
I mean, or even, even the 838 Union Pacific, I mean, it's only probably 8 inches long, and it's a 484.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
had a CP rail locomotive on the tracks this week. It was a comment. They made it from a GP 20 and a GP 7. They married the two together.
Oh, talk about a Frankenstein engine. Jeez.
It's running. We had a post today from our club. It was
All
driving.
right, guys. Like I
Gotta
said,
go.
I'm really hungry right now, and I am actually going to first time in my life, I'm actually going to cook some salmon.
Vinny, I'm coming to your place. I haven't had salmon in so long.
I watched a couple of videos
Bye,
on how to
guys.
cook it, and I found one that I really like. It's got honey in it. I said, yeah, that's going to be the one I'm going to do tonight.
Now you're definitely making me hungry. All right. Well, I will catch you around on the rails, guys.
All right. Take care, buddy.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody, for showing up tonight. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Bye for now.